have some new items that
I've found some interesting things on my latest dig. You should take a look.
What you ask is impossible.
I suppose business will pick up now that the Skeleton King is dead. Poor Leah. She's done so much for us, and she's lost her entire family.
She's strong. She will move on, husband. Just like we had to.
Sir, don't say it. You were right, Aaron. If we'd recruited more soldiers, Cain might still be alive.
I wasn't gonna say that. I just wanted to say I'm sorry. I know you like the old man.
Cain was a good man, who saw beyond what his eyes showed him. This world is made poorer by his loss.
A loss that cannot be repaid, except by the deaths of Magda and her coven.
I am not usually one for vengeance, but in this instance, I hope you make her suffer.
Hey, come over here. Look, I'm happy to sell to you, but you got to promise not to tell anyone where you got these goods from, okay?
This is not a time for mourning. This is a time to dry our tears and draw our weapons. There can be no pity for the pitiless, save redemption for those that seek it.
Don't take that Templar with you. He'll put you to sleep with all of his blathering.
Invigorating.
Though New Tristram and the fields surrounding it have been resettled over the years, the highlands remain empty save for the crumbling ruins of Leoric's old outposts. The king built more than one watchtower in his paranoia, but now they cannot even ward away goatmen and wild beasts. A tragedy, really.
I will not do that.
Both are senseless as beasts.
This cannot be opened yet.
I don't have enough spirit.
Khazra tribes have become a serious threat. They attack caravans and are moving into areas where they haven't been seen before. We need you to take care of this problem for us. We'll pay 25 gold pieces for every Khazra head you bring back.
It cannot be done. Rethink your intent. I will not do that.
Thank you for helping me fight the darkness. To contend with evil is the essence of what it means to be a Templar.
It is a beginning. Balance is the end.
I have laboured to master the dark arts. Now I finally reap the rewards. For Magda has acknowledged me. She promised me a special task that will bring endless glory to the Great One. I can hardly rest until she reveals it on the morrow.
serve me well.
Staff is ours on the side.
What you ask is impossible.
Down easy.
My strides grow longer.
must wait to use that ability. That ability is not yet recharged.
My loutish companions have no curiosity about the Khazra. They're only interested in the bounty on their heads. But I am convinced the Khazra can be communicated with. It is dangerous, to be sure, but it is a risk I am willing to take.
Mistress, it is my pleasure to report that I have broken the prisoners from Wortham. Words have flowed from their mouths like blood from a wound. Our summoners can retrieve the weapon at your command, and the enemy shall be none the wiser.
These lands have fallen to darkness before under Leoric. We must reclaim them before it happens again.
It is not ready yet.
Portal is closed. Forever.
That ability is not yet recharged.
This fight is over.
When the Crusaders had learned all they could, Akan sent them out into the world, seeking a way to cleanse the corruption that coiled at the heart of the Zakarum faith. There was no clear goal for them to pursue, and some clerics claimed it was a fool's errand, that they could never succeed. But these Crusaders would not be deterred.
It is not ready yet.
Feel the wrath of Ytar.
I must wait to use that ability. It cannot be done.
The haunted manor. Of course they'd be true.
Cultists have kidnapped my brother!
Then we must rescue him.
The cultists poisoned my brother and brought him to this cave, all because they want my elixirs.
This coven is a constant thorn in my side. I will deal with them.
Stronger within you. Our opponents may be strong, but I will not stand down.
It is not ready yet. I need to go back. You mentioned your father. Tell me of him.
My father was a diplomat. We had a manor in Chaldeum with servants, terraces, all of that. Everything changed when the Troubles started. Somehow, rumors spread that my grandfather was responsible for the king's madness. My father's work fell apart. No one would speak to him. He kept believing it would blow over, though.
But it did not.
No. I'd rather not talk about it now, if you don't mind. I've work to see to.
I've dug up some new things for you to take a look at.
So this is how it ends? They dragged my cart from
Give up, then. Or
I have some new items that I'm certain you'll love.
Don't tell anyone, but I've got some new items you really should see.
He's over here! I'll give him the antidote! Oh no, they're here! Fight them off while I give him the antidote!
That ability is not yet recharged.
Dead if it weren't for you, brave hero. Take these elixirs for your trouble. We're going back to town.
Rethink your intent.
How are criminals treated in your land?
Often I am sent to find them and punish them.
How odd. In the Order, they are just executed.
It cannot be done.
A fetid, pallid malaise has fallen over the manor we now call home. Young Albrecht seems to be enjoying himself in our new home, however. Perhaps I am simply suffering from an imbalance of humors brought on by the recent change of clime.
There is a new piece to the game. A girl named Leah. My spies tell me she is the child of the witch Adria, who is hiding in the deserts of Chaldeum. Bring this news to the Master at once.
He's unstoppable! No mortal could slaughter our brethren with such ease!
Then die well. Lord Belial will reward your sacrifice.
He is here.
I'll kill you, just as I did. I must wait to use that ability.
Delay him while I prepare his demise in the depths below.
That ability is not yet recharged.
I am coming for you, Magda.
They did horrible things to us.
They are dead. I'm looking for another. A prisoner in rags.
Yes, the man with the golden eyes. I saw Magda take him into Leoric's old torture chambers. Below us.
Magda will die.
disguise is here.
Convinced that some malevolent being is attempting to wrest control of my thoughts away from me. Voices direct me to horrendous acts, and there are times when I seem unable to control my body. Lazarus knows. This is certain. He looks at me strangely when he thinks me otherwise disposed.
It is not ready yet.
This will aid me.
Though my counsel begs me to reconsider, I will continue with the executions of those I find guilty of plotting against the kingdom. Perhaps they fear my eye will fall on them and discover their heinous, treasonous plans as well. Lazarus is the only one I can still trust.
I will not do that. What you ask is impossible.
Crusaders swore an oath to dedicate their lives to the search. None believed that they would be the one to end the crusade by finding and cleansing the corruption. They believed the search ennobled them, that the discipline of their life and journey was the true goal. The Crusader was meant to find meaning in the quest itself.
Finally rid myself of the dark influence seeking to subdue me. And now I see things as they truly are. This conspiracy among the insolent townsfolk to weaken me by stealing Albrecht away will not stand. Perhaps the heads of their women and children on pikes will bring them clarity.
Inside 1263 Yarno Kyrgyzstani. The jailers burned runes into my flesh. They say all the torture and dark magic will turn us into demonic slaves for King Leoric. Foolish lies.
17th day of Lunasad. Oh, pain is terrible. I can't think. I'm so hungry. 20th day of Lunasad. Master, I hunger. Master, feed me.
God bless you. I was certain I was gonna die in there. I heard rumors of vast treasure to be found down here. A damn fool that I am, I believed them. Don't know why I thought it might be inside an Iron Maiden. All I could think of while I was trapped in that horrible darkness was that no one would ever know what had happened to me.
Rethink your intent. I must wait to use that ability.
I am Asilla, once queen to our beloved Leoric. My servants and I were consumed by his madness. Now I give you my blessing, champion, to release my people from their eternal torment. I am Asilla, once now I...
By all that is holy, do you see that enemy over there?
That ability is not yet recharged. I must wait to use that ability. It is not ready yet.
good choice.
The gods have seen fit to release me from this torment.
What? Who dares?
Freedom. At long last. Freedom.
Freedom. After so long. Freedom!
My gods! There is someone amongst us. Deal with him harshly!
New heights. Freedom. At long last. Freedom.
you, champion. My servants are now free, but the curse over this place remains. Seek the warden at the dungeon center and end his evil forever.
Am I alone here? Must I do this myself? So be it. Face me, and repent your crimes.
My lord, the prisoner is ready, as you requested.
Thank you, Lazarus. Your loyalty is invaluable in the midst of all these traitors. And you, my dear, my own wife and queen, conspiring against our kingdom.
My love, I swear, I have never betrayed you.
Lies. Until the very end.
A grim end to a noble woman. I am proud to have played my part in Leoric's fall.
The time of my lord's true awakening is at hand. That fool Leoric was only able to resist him because he did not yet possess his full power. With the Queen dispatched as a traitor, I may now devote myself fully to preparing the boy for the presence of my master.
I am returning to town.
I cannot follow you if you just stand around.
I have some new items that I'm certain you'll love.
A monster of insatiable appetite stands between you and your goal. It is an unnatural thing, raised from the depths by sorcerous means. You will survive it, of course, but I recommend keeping your mouth tightly shut.
I will reveal something to it.
Oh, no, no, no. I mean, there will be a lot of demon blood flying around. I hear it tastes like rotten meat.
wrath of Yitar!
A well-deserved death.
Your flaws are revealed!
If only this dark place had been destroyed along with its ruler.
You are defeated!
I need more bodies. You think my summoners can just conjure up a demon whenever it pleases them? We must have blood. Fresh blood, mind you. And human
It
flesh
cannot
to
be done.
bolster our magic. I will be expecting a reply from you shortly.
Your strength fails! A vicious strike!
You think to take my treasure? You shall not leave this room.
It is not my time to die. I will not do that.
All the abominable stalling? In case it was not clear, I need the sacrifices now! I've heard enough of your idle complaints that the villagers have fled from the highlands, leaving no one left to sacrifice. You'd best come up with something, or it's your hide we'll be flaying.
Defeated!
Rethink your intent. What you ask is impossible. Rethink your intent.
Leah must be back in Tristram, crying over the old man's corpse. She'll soon have another one to cry over. Yours. Meet the Butcher.
Fresh meat.
That ability is not yet recharged.
My mind is stronger.
I am dying. Take up your sword. My sword. I remember now. I was an archangel of the high heavens. I was the embodiment of justice. I am Tyrael. You have restored my mind, friend. And now, I remember the warning I came to deliver. Belial and Asmodan, the last lords of hell, are unleashing a tide of darkness that will drown this world. Already, Belial's shadow has fallen upon Caldeum. I am the hand of the gods. Belial and his demons do not frighten me. We must move quickly. Let us return to Tristram and make ready.
How did you come to be a thief?
That's a long and terrible story that you wouldn't want to hear.
You found something that could not be yours?
Basically.
You should learn to be satisfied with what you have.
Oh, there was nothing reasonable about her. Do you ever doubt your choices?
I follow the will of the gods. I do not know doubt.
Things never seem to turn out like I hope they will.
Perhaps you should have followed another path.
Try living in the slums before you lecture me.
From any station, you could live a life of balance.
If there's pleasure to be had, then I'm in. That's my choice, too.
I do not know much of your order. Were you born a Templar?
No. Our scripture says, as a farmer reaps his wheat, so must the Order harvest and purify the weeds.
We have a similar verse. Seek balance in all things. The absence of flood is drought. The impossibility of weeds is famine. If you are a weed Templar, you have found such a balance.
Not all people can be as strong as you. I certainly was not.
You spoke of failures in your past. This will weigh you down until you speak of them.
I cannot tell you.
Speak of these sins to me. I can help you cleanse them.
You misunderstand me. We are literally unable to recall our pasts. The Inquisitors stripped my sins and the memory of them from me, leaving me pure.
I would hear more of your order. Why do they forbid you to have a past?
Our initiation blinds us to our sinful pasts, so that we might clearly see the future and prepare for the final battle.
And how do they remove these memories?
I was chained to a wall and beaten. By the third day I was mad from pain and hunger. That is when the whipping began. I was told I relived all of my transgressions. Everything that brought me tainted joy. The whip took away that joy. Then the sin, leaving me pure.
That is not training. Training is discipline. Mastery of self.
Don't you understand? The Templar Order is trying to protect humanity from extinction. What is my pain against that goal?
The nature of the world is chaos. We must find our own balance.
A noble goal.
You agree, but you do not understand. To find balance, you must see all. Is it not possible that you have no sins to forget? That you have been lied to?
I cannot lie. That has occurred to me. But if it were true, it would ruin everything I fight for. Everything.
I can tell by the look in your eye that you're not going to leave it alone. You want to hear what happened to my father?
I know it weighs upon you.
Right, well. My father tried to dispel the rumors about my grandfather. No one would listen. Then one night, a week later, crazed refugees from Tristram came for revenge. I remember my father screaming for us to get out. And nasty laughter. A lot of it. Just before justice shoved me out the window, I saw my father crawling up the stairs at me, with 2 daggers in his back, and a 3rd whipping round his throat.
Your father died to protect you. There are worse things in this world than that.
Dead is dead. Doesn't matter if you've been a good person or a bad one. People die, and leave everything behind. I've done enough talking for now. There's work to do.
Your father was a good man. That is enough. Not enough spirit.
Hit him hard.
I need spirit. I don't have enough spirit.
I have some new items that I'm certain you'll love.
I need spirit.
A fond farewell to our saviors.
Goodbye. Good luck in Chaldeum. Take care of our Leah.
There he goes. We have more new volunteers than we can deal with, and it's all thanks to you. Be careful out there.
Time grows short, my friends. Even now, Belial's influence is spreading through Chaldeum.
But how will we find him?
We won't have to. Magda and her coven will lead us straight to him.
I'm not going anywhere until Uncle Deckard's been laid to rest.
Let us bury your uncle. Then we will have justice for your uncle's killers.
I have called for a caravan to guide us to the east. Speak to the caravan master when you are ready to go. We will see to Cain as we depart.
They will run when they see us.
My friend, shall we depart to Chaldeum?
It was all just stories. My uncle saw what he wanted to see.
Deckard sacrificed much to protect this world. But his work is not over.
What would you know about sacrifice?
Tyrael, the ancient law of the high heavens strictly forbids us from interfering with the mortal world. Yet you have done so, brazenly.
All I am guilty of, Imperius, is bringing justice, while you hide, cowering behind your throne.
Silence! You will now answer for your transgressions.
You cannot judge me. I am justice itself. We were meant for more than this. To protect the innocent. But if our precious laws bind you all to inaction, then I will no longer stand as your brother.
You chose to be one of us.
Sacrilege.
Thus, I fell, willingly. Because humanity is the only hope for this world.
I never believed all your crazy tales. The work you never finished. I will finish it, Uncle. I will carry on for you.
Now that Tristram is safe, I travel to Chaldeum, the great city of the East. It has fallen before one of the last lords of hell, Belial. I mean to set the city free.
I got some new things. You should take a look. I may look small, but I'll hurt you if you try to steal from me.
An enchanting young woman, who is much more than her youth suggests, will come to your aid today. She can be of great help to you, so try to be polite, will you?
I always treat my allies with respect. What is meant to happen?
The Coven will use deception to try to ambush you. Ugh, how predictable.
Wait, back up a moment. What was that you said about an enchanting young woman?
Ah, Celdo, unlike me, she will be immune to your charming advances. But it doesn't hurt to try, does it? I was just talking to Hedrick. He is still denying his grief. He really needs to open up. If he would just let me comfort him, it would do him a world of good.
Here we are. Caldeum, Jewel of the East. Uncle Deckard loved this place.
He wouldn't now that it is under the spell of Belial, Lord of Lies. I can smell his stench on the air.
We will split up. You two search for Belial, while I hunt Magda. Kane's death must be avenged.
I have never been outside the city my entire life. I have never even been outside the palace. When they threw us out here, I thought I would die. I was terrified. I have never been outside the city my entire life. When they threw us out here, but now, look at this view. I have never understood how large the world actually was. It is beautiful.
There ain't no guards around, are there? Good, because I got some new items to show you.
By the grace of the ancients, may your soul be warmed and brought...
How does it feel to be back in Caldeum?
I told myself I'd never come back here. And yet here I am.
Because of what happened to your father?
Because of what happened to me. Some scars don't heal, and there's no point in scratching at them, is there? The weather doesn't suit me either.
Guard, where have these refugees come from?
I am not a guard. I am Ashira, commander of the Iron Wolves. We saved these refugees from Magda's coven, but even now wreaks havoc throughout the borderlands.
My enemy. The gods have led me to you. Where can I find Magda?
She's heading toward Alcarnus, but has blocked the road behind her. However, there is another way. Through the Kasim outpost. The Iron Wolves were mercenaries, until we helped the Zakarum priests find the successor to the first Emperor Hakan. We became the Emperor's personal guard after that, but everything changed a few months ago when the first refugees began arriving. An Imperial Guard was created to protect the citizens from the refugees, while we were out in the desert fighting the Coven and their demon spawn. Eventually, they took over. All of these people have fled from the cultists in Arcanus. They are refugees far from their homes.
Why do they rot out here? There are riches in the city that could ease their suffering.
The Imperial Guard lets no one in. These people are sentenced to a slow death.
Have you heard? Emperor Hakan threw his entire court out of the city. They're trapped out here with the rest of us.
There is some justice in this world, after all.
Justice? They're a load of pompous fools. But even they don't deserve what's coming tonight.
What happens tonight?
They're wearing jewels worth more than any of us see in a year. They have to sleep sometime.
Teriel and I learned that while the Iron Wolves were fighting Magda in the desert, the Emperor replaced them with Imperial guards who bar all from the inner city.
I suspect that the Iron Wolves were sent out to die. Belial has made his move. We must find a way into the city.
As a child, I explored Chaldeum while Uncle Deckard studied here. I can get in through the sewers.
Good. Learn what you can while I hunt Magda.
Be careful. Arcanus sounds like Magda's trap.
This gate leads to Alcanus. You'll need to follow the long road over the canyon bridge and through the Kasim outpost. We haven't heard anything from the Iron Wolves in the desert. If you make it to the Kasim outpost, seek out Captain David.
I find all sorts of things down in the aqueducts. I like the shiny ones the best.
Many of my banished fears have fled for Lut Gholein. Not I. I shall wait for our Emperor to come to his senses.
Very noble, my lady. So it has nothing to do with the last caravan leaving 10 minutes ago?
What impudence! How dare you even speak to me?
Apologies, my lady. You'd best take up your concerns with the Emperor.
Alcarnus is being destroyed by the Coven. I've seen people skinned alive.
The inner city is closed by order of His Eminence, Emperor...
In Chaldeum, color means wealth. You don't want to look like a peasant, do you? Why not purchase some of my dyes and give yourself a little color?
The Emperor must listen. Life in the Borderlands was hard, but we had our dignity. We came here for help, and how do they treat us? Like animals.
Shudder, child, what is that foul stench?
It's the sewer, sir. That hole goes right into it.
I'm sure our Emperor had his reasons for closing the gates, but how are we expected to sleep scant inches from tunnels packed with filth?
A bit of advice, my lord. If I were you, I would sleep with my back against a wall.
I sell things for cheap because I will just take them off.
I have considered what we discussed, and you are correct. I know little about my past, beyond what my order has told me. But what does it matter? Look what they have done for me. They've turned me into a living weapon, a light against darkness.
If you do not seek your past, you will never know peace.
I wouldn't know how to begin. How do I seek memories that have been taken from me?
Meditation can unlock the mysteries of the mind.
You may be right. I will find a way to take back my memories and exonerate my order.
You seem down today. Tell me what Miriam can do for you.
Do not mistake resolve for a foul mood.
Well, you should resolve to enjoy life a bit more. So the demon lords want to crush all humanity beneath their heel. Does that mean you can't smile? You seem down.
Do not miss.
Well, so the demon lords want... The cultists are making a great mess of things out in the desert. They deserve the painful death you will bring to them.
What is the Coven's goal?
They are torturing and killing innocent villagers to lure you into their trap. But you'll get the better of them, won't you?
Mister, I got some new things. You should take a look.
Tilnan sells only the best.
My family. I lost my whole family out there. My family. I lost my...
Everything I had was in Alcarnus. I am ruined.
All this pain and suffering. This is what happens when you let a child sit on the throne.
If only the Emperor and his guard had gone mad sooner. All these people being locked out of the city has really helped my trade. Something tells me this will be an interesting journey.
Take heed, traveler. Cultists guard these desert roads, and they will slay any who pass.
That would spare me the trouble of finding them.
Then you must not go alone. I shall accompany you.
Well now, it's my lucky day.
There are illusions out there. Mirages to some. But I can see them for what they are. The Coven's foul magic. They will lead you to your death.
Thank you for the warning, but I do not fear the cultists' magic. Their traps are easy to spot.
Careful. They are very near to us.
Ooh, the road is blocked.
You should never have come. Demons will feast on your bones.
How did you know about the ambush?
I am an enchantress. The ways of magic and illusion are familiar to me. My name is Arena.
Thank you, Arena. But I do not believe you have told me the truth about your presence here.
Well, I am also looking for someone. But here, let me clear the way for you.
Captain, from behind! Protect the people! Iron Wolf!
If not for you, the Lacuni would have eaten well this day.
I traveled to Alcarnus. Will there be more of these Lacuni on the road?
Even worse. Cultists are casting spells in 2 of their desert lairs to obscure the Black Canyon Bridge.
Let us head north to the Howling Plateau. The cultist magic seems to be emanating from there.
Not enough spirit.
There is another illusion here. The cultists try to hide their footsteps. Their spells are weak and easily countered. If we follow these prints, we can find their lairs and halt the rituals. I will seek out any other traces of their magic. Look, more hidden footprints. More hidden footprints. This is one of the cultist lairs. They are casting part of the illusion inside.
As long as you aren't an illusion too.
Whatever do you mean?
Flesh! I don't have enough spirit.
What twisted corner of hell did that thing fall out of?
There should be a...
They tortured my poor husband.
We will avenge him.
I owe you my life. Bless you.
Look, more hidden footprints.
Not enough spirit.
Look, more hidden footprints.
I like your dress.
But I am not wearing a dress.
I know. That's what I like.
I need spirit.
I expected more.
Look, more hidden footprints. This is one of the cultist lairs. They are casting part of the illusion inside.
As long as you aren't an illusion too.
Whatever do you mean?
The ritual is disrupted!
There. That ought to dispel the Coven's magic.
Akerhat bless you. Thank the gods you have come.
I'd lost all hope.
Tell me, what shall you do when Magda is dead?
I will see the lords of hell, Belial and Asmodan, brought down and destroyed.
Curious. You must be the one who is meant to find him. think it is time for you to know my true tale. I am not from Chaldeum. I learned these spells 1,500 years ago. My sisters and I pledged our service to a man of great power. We called him the Prophet. He trained us and placed us in a magical slumber to awaken in this era. I am to prevent the Lords of Hell from invading.
Our meeting was clearly the work of the gods. Join me. I believe you will make a powerful ally in this fight. My understanding grows. Now, to the Qasim outpost.
And hopefully there'll be some scantily clad women there to welcome us.
The hounds eat. They will be distracted.
From the gods. The cultists threw me down here as a plaything for their vicious beasts. Forced to hide myself under rotting corpses to save my life. Please, take this for saving me. It is the least I can do.
that ability.
My deep sense is tingling.
A vicious strike! It is not ready. I don't have enough spirit.
Perhaps Chaldeum shall be where I make my fortune.
Your fortune? I thought you just made trouble. I need spirit. What you ask is impossible.
Beneath the endless tide.
Not enough spirit. That ability is not yet recharged.
Let's kill it.
Defeated. I must wait to use that ability.
I came here, searching for a powerful ghost named Gesrum. We found him here, locked within the soul prisons. But the cultist wounded me gravely in the desert, and I dare not try to destroy him. You must do what I could not.
I don't have enough spirit.
Gesrum is free! I can feel his presence!
I will not do that. It cannot be done.
It is with some reluctance that I write on the 7 Lords of Hell, for they are the greatest of the demons, and even whispering their names seems to poison the air around me. They are divided into the lesser evils, Belial, Asmodan, Juriel, and Andariel, and the prime evils, Mephisto, Baal, and Diablo.
I've spent months searching these deserts for the Rignar idol. It is here, in these ruins. I know it. I've survived starvation, dehydration, cultists, demons. But this place is too much for me. You look like you could help me find it. I've come too close. I can't fail now.
I will help you. not ready yet.
Kill those things before they kill me.
That ability is not yet recharged. I need spirit. I will not do that. It is not ready yet. I must wait to use that ability. That ability is not yet recharged.
Cheers!
Not enough spirit.
The idol! We found it! It was all worth it. Everything! Now that it is at hand, I find myself filled with trepidation. Would you take it for me? What was that? He almost died. If you weren't here...
You are not equipped to hunt treasure out here. You should get back to the city.
Perhaps you're right. Thanks for helping me retrieve the idol, and for saving my life.
I need to go back.